Cell phones cause cancer. Cell phones cause cancer. Your phone blows up from overcharging. Yeah, this episode, we're going to discuss that. Roll in the intro. Hey, it's JK, welcome back to another episode of the JK Tech Show, a YouTube show that happens every single weekday of every single week, where I discuss tech. And on this episode, I'm going to be starting a brand new series, part of the JK Tech Show, where I discuss tech myths, things, misconceptions that people believe are true, but have been proven countless times to be untrue, but people still think they are true. That's pretty much what the series is about. This is episode 1 of that series, but it's like episode 11, I do believe, of the JK Tech Show Season 1. Without further ado, let's get into these tech misconceptions. Make sure to follow me on all social media, JKYT, like, subscribe, and comment down below which of these you actually believe when we obviously hear them. Now, I know many people that believe this to sort of moderate extent. Not where it's going to blow up, but where your phone will actually get damaged if you leave it after 100%. So for this one, I'm going to be quoting Mashable. They make videos here on YouTube, and here's what it says. The truth? Your phone is smarter than you think. Once it's fully juiced up, it knows to stop charging. This means the battery isn't even in use at all. However, that doesn't mean you should keep your phone charging all night. You wouldn't fill up a cup of water if it was already filled, would you? Your battery life will last longer if you keep it between 40 and 80%. That's what they said. No blowing up. So don't get worried about leaving your phone an extra hour in the charger after 100%. Nothing's going to happen. The only thing that could happen is a small extra charge to your electricity bill. Nothing major. And if someone comes up to you and tells you to unplug your charger or your phone will explode, take your phone out, show them this video that you're watching right now, and if that doesn't work, bring them to me. They can wait outside here, make a line, they'll be forced to subscribe. Then they can listen to me raging about this for an hour straight. Number 2 is the iPhone X. Exactly. The X, it's pronounced the 10, man. It's the 10. Okay? I'm really passionate about this one because I'm an Apple fanboy, so when someone says the X, it triggers me like, yeah, they're dead. If you want to be part of JK Media, you say the X, you're out. There's no resume or anything. What's this phone? The X. Get out right now. You're off the team.
Get out! Get out! Hey you! Leave the jacket and get out! Get out! Get out! Now get out!
Anyways, this is supposed to be a Roman numeral. So if you have been to school, 4th grade, they teach you that X stands for 10. Bam! The iPhone 10. Not the iPhone X. Now, if you'd like to engage in a debate in the comment section down below, then don't, because sometimes in life you just gotta shut up. And this is one of those goddamn times. Now I realize I probably offended 100% of my viewers for one of these debunked myths, but this one has very clear proof. Proof that cannot be disputed. Just take a look.
iPhone XS, or the screen on iPhone XS is what we call it, the iPhone XS Max.
Okay, I think this is number 3. This one's really hyped up. Cell phones cause cancer. You gotta be kidding me. Who'd you get this information from? Phonesarecancer.com? So I went to the almighty reliable source known as Twitter. Twitter. I went through some pretty OG tweets. So let's check out a few. Yeah, I want to decrease your size. Drag you over there. Thank you. Now, let's read. So, Hannah Banana states, does anyone else's fingers feel achy/hot just from holding their phone, like the 4 fingers I used to hold the back of my phone? If my phone is hot and then I hold it and my fingers feel achy and hot, is this hazardous? Can it cause cancer? My anxiety is so nonsensical. Okay, so I want to address the aches first. Well, if you're using your phone for a long period of time, then aches are something that they're just going to happen, man. They're just gonna happen. The bones, muscle, whatever, are gonna get overused. Pretty basic knowledge. Now, in terms of the heat, I know for a fact that the iPhone X heats up. I use this device, so I know it heats up when I play Fortnite or something, pull up a high-intensity game app, whatever. I don't know, when you're editing on this device, you shouldn't really... I don't really do that, but when you do, I know for a fact that it does heat up. Not sure what phone you have, but there are some phones that do heat up when doing high-intensity tasks. If your phone gets extremely hot when you just started, that's definitely a problem with the phone. Make sure to go take it to Apple Care or whatever the hell that you're using, you know, take it to the store. Now, the best part is, can it cause cancer? And I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else, it can't. As I'll prove a little bit later on. But for now, the second tweet regarding this topic is as follows by Aaron Merkin. Hey, shouldn't those 20-year studies on long-term effects of cell phones use be available soon? Will it be harder or easier than anti-smoking efforts to teach everyone that cell phones cause cancer? Now, after these wacky tweets are over, I can provide my evidence and my argument. So the burning question is, will it be harder or easier than anti-smoking efforts to teach, you know, kids or people that phones cause cancer? Now, I would like to say it will most definitely be harder because it's a goddamn lie.
A goddamn lie. Use a goddamn lie.
The White House has been feeding you BS. Okay, I've taken this one too far, but anyways, the next one by Enviro Health Trust is as follows. Just published review states that cell phones are human carcinogen. Mothers and fathers need to be informed that a child's cell phone could cause brain cancer, and that needs hashtag and added everyone in the world. Now, the papers have not exactly been proven to be reliable by anyone, any source, anything. So yeah, the next tweet is just too good. Turns out cell phones actually cause cancer, and then retweets some random dude's tweet. This is clearly a reliable source. Now, if one of these people are watching this video, I've probably offended you. And I've probably offended everyone else. It's my job in life. But I have done some research to disprove these wacky theories while I was supposed to be revising for exams. Okay? Listen out, okay? So I went to cancer.org, which is run by the American Cancer Society, so we know it's legit. Now I'm going to read what they stated after their long summary. In the description down below if you want to check it out. And I quote, "In summary, most studies of people published so far have not found a link between cell phone use and the development of tumors." Now they wanted to talk about some issues about they might create, and then reference a load of very reliable and credible sources, which I don't have time to mention now, but obviously link in the description down below if you want to go through the full article. Now before I continue this, I think a longer episode, I'd just like to say, there's an app called ShopTagger. They haven't sponsored this video, but if they do want to sponsor me, then definitely reach out. I love your product. So essentially, ShopTagger, while you're shopping for anything, so I was looking at sneakers today, discounted ones. I found some Jordans for £35, like 40 bucks, like 15, 20 reals, which usually go for like 200 bucks. That was killer. Probably going to cop those, but anyways, you just go, you click that kind of download thing button, and then click the tag, the ShopTagger one, and we'll add it to ShopTagger. Now ShopTagger will notify you whenever this item goes on sale, reduces, changes price, whatever like that, and then you can go and pick it up. This is very useful on, like, you know, Christmas sales, things like that. You don't have to go back and check each product. You just tag a bunch. I've tagged loads, and yeah, this is not sponsored. I'm just trying to let you know this is a real cool app. Make sure to go check it out. Now, number 4, I think that's what this is. The higher megapixel, the better the camera. Now, I can see where this would have originated from, all the propaganda that these big tech companies like to throw into your face and just brainwash you with.
A remarkable new dual camera system. It has a 12 megapixel wide camera, a 12 megapixel telephoto camera, and an even more improved True Tone flash.
These companies just like to push 42 megapixel cameras. This iPhone has a 12 megapixel camera, and all that kind of jazz just to make it look better. Now, just to prove that this is a misconception, I'd like to ask you this. The Sony a7S II, a mirrorless camera, pretty expensive, has a 12 megapixel sensor, and the iPhone X has a 12 megapixel camera. So are you telling me that the camera quality is identical on these two devices? Come on. Come on. Fight me now. Come on. You want to go? You want to go? They are not. The Sony a7S II is miles better. I mean miles better, to an extent that's crazy. iPhone X doesn't even reach that level, so iPhone X camera is great. 12 megapixels and 12 megapixels, nobody cares. The Sony a7S II wins every time because the megapixels are not the most important thing. I mean, this one was a quick one, but I just like to prove to everyone that thinks the megapixels are the only thing that matter. It's not. Number 5. This one's very different. This one is about the tech industry entirely. But I just had to show you this comic book created by this remarkable creator. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Make sure to go and show him some love. But anyways, let's go through this comic. You can like go through it in this sort of funky cinematic style. Yeah, that kind of about wraps up this episode of the JK Tech Show and the first, episode in the series of tech myths. Hopefully you enjoyed it very much. I didn't mean to offend anyone. It was a fun video to create. Really enjoyed it. Hopefully that is going to be fun. And yeah, I'm still living in this cottage right now. I was previous episode, I was back there. Now I moved to this cottage, as I said there. Make sure to check out the previous episodes in the card above, in the description down below, whatever. Yes, I have moved back to 21:9 aspect ratio. I'm just loving it. Much better. And yeah, don't really care about the end screen things. No, they're a bit overplayed now. That's about it. Everything that you want to know in the description down below, and social media, JKYT, everywhere. And I mean everywhere. And I truly mean everywhere. That's about it from me. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Here at JK Media, the grind is daily.